So, make sure I don't be revealing now. I just woke up out of my sleep and it's like I couldn't sleep last night because I just had all of these thoughts over myself. And sometimes my mind be traveling to the unresolved thoughts that I have within myself that are affecting me or keeping me feeling some type of way, especially when I know that I'm walking into a new level, a new chapter, and I'm getting plagued with deeper insecurities or just thoughts over myself that don't help me to create a better reality. And so what I saw, because like I said, I'd be traveling in my mind, just trying to figure out what's going on and why I feel a certain type of way. What I saw is a lot of unresolved trauma thoughts, like things that may have been said to me over the years, experiences I may have had over the years. And even though I'm not consciously thinking about them, I start realizing that they start coming up when you're walking into a new chapter, something better. And then you start feeling your old self come up. And some might look at that as though your old self wants to bring you back, which is you, because there's a part of you that the negative wants to stay there. It wants to remain rampant in your mind. But then there's that other part that's like, I want you to take these thoughts, write them down, and just create a better thought over it. Like my friend told me the other day, he said, I don't even mind when a mosquito bites me. Because he said, I don't mind when the mosquito bites me on my arm. Because at least I have an arm. And it was something very simple, but yet it was actually profound. And it might seem silly, but it allows your mind to not take the fact that you have an arm for a mosquito to bite on in the first place. While there are other people in the world who do not have an arm. And so it's about taking thoughts and experiences that you might have been through and seeing how you came through it and how it might just have been the blessing you needed to expand and to grow. And so now it's not easy to just go into all of these thoughts. But when you take out the time to journal, to pull them up, because at some point you get tired of them. You get tired of them infecting you and keeping you down and keeping you stressed and keeping you worried. And you might actually be going through current things that keep you stressed. You might be at a level to where you're not there financially. You're not there, physically. All of these things. So it's important for you to journal what you feel about yourself and create just a better thought over yourself. And you have to do that every day, all day. Even if you just take it up out of your mind, speak it out loud, and just say, I choose to have a better thought over this. I feel beautiful today. I know my body is not in the state I want it to be in, but I'm working on it and I'm growing that space. I will not allow this to plague me. Even if your finances are not at a level, I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to start doing X, Y, Z, and the money will come to me, especially when I need it. And that's how we start to just resolve the things, the feelings that we have within ourselves. We start to melt them away. We start to melt them away. We start to, just clear the road, clear the path. Because I have some beautiful manifestations that I see coming in. And it's like, you need to melt these thoughts to oblivion and transmute it into something golden, something, I want to turn it into liquid gold, into the thing that fires me up and gives me my superpowers. But that's how I see this reality. And everybody might not recognize it, but if you do start to see things come into your mind that just don't feel good, sometimes we have to acknowledge that they exist just for them to come up out of us. And for some of us, that might look like therapy. That might look like talking to a therapist and bringing up unresolved thoughts that you might be dealing with. And so let's take the time to be a little more accountable, a little more self-aware, and to know that every step that we're taking is leading us into a new version of ourselves. So let's take better steps. Let's make sure we mold this path with our hands and with our minds, and not just let the world mold it for us, so that we're consciously aware, subconsciously aware that what we're walking into was designed by God, because we told God the blueprint and said, God, this is what I need. This is what I want. This is the type of journaling I put down. These are the type of words that I said I wanted to have in my friends and the relationship that I manifest and the finances that I walk into. So when opportunity meets, not to run from it. Not to, get imposter syndrome over your life, because this is what I called in. This is who I am. So that's just my message for the day.